Tim and Laura, I'm Scott Hubbard, the home inspector that just did an inspection on your property out in Buckeye. I just wanted to go over briefly with Randy here the things that I found. I'm also going to be sending you a full report outlining everything that I'm seeing with the inspection, with color photographs and everything. But I just wanted to go over what I found briefly with you. All in all, I think the house looks pretty good. I'm not seeing anything that I would really consider to be a major problem with the house. But there is some wear and tear, and there are some repair items and some things that are going to need to be addressed. From a structural standpoint, I think the house looks really good. I'm not seeing any evidence of any unusual structural settlement or heaving or movement. There are some minor cracks in the flooring, in the subfloor, but from what I can tell, it looks like normal kind of cracking for a control joint kind of cracking in the subfloor. I'm not seeing any unusual settlement or movement or anything that makes me think that there's a structural problem with the house. I'm also not seeing any evidence of any termite infestation or past infestation, and I'm really not seeing any significant conducive conditions for termites, so I'm very happy with that as well. From an exterior standpoint, the house looks really good. I'm just seeing some normal kind of dings in the stucco and cracks in the stucco. I'm not seeing any evidence of any water damage to the eaves or rot or mold or anything like that. The garage door looks really good. The opener looks good. The door itself. I'm going to recommend some minor adjustments to the safety spring above the door, which is a very common kind of an adjustment. But I do recommend that we have a garage door guy to do that, because that spring is under a lot of tension, and it's unsafe to mess with that if you don't know what you're doing. But for the most part, I think the exterior of the house really just kind of normal wear and tear and nothing of any real significance. From a roofing standpoint, I think the roof also looks pretty good. We do have some minor maintenance and repairs that are going to be needed on the roof. I'm seeing a couple of broken tiles. There are some loose tiles and some things that are going to need to be addressed. I'm also seeing evidence of a small roof leak above the garage. That area is vulnerable for leakage. It's got what's called a dead valley. That's where the sloped roof comes and meets a vertical wall. And those areas are very prone to having debris collect in there and things like that. And so we've got a little bit of water staining and a little bit of water damage to the ceiling in the garage directly below that area. And I'm going to recommend that we have a roofer come out and take a look at what's going on with that. It's probably just a clogged flashing or something along those lines. But they're usually pretty straightforward repairs. But we'll definitely want to have that taken care of so that it doesn't cause any more water damage or get any worse than what it is now. From an electrical standpoint, I think the electrical system looks really good. We've got a number of little common electrical issues, things like burnout light bulbs, and we've got a number of cover plates taken off of electrical outlets and switches. We've got an outlet that's missing. But these are all things that looks like they're in conjunction with the flooring and the remodel that they're doing with the house. I'm not seeing any evidence of any unusual wiring in the electrical panel. I'm not seeing any evidence of any electrocution hazards or fire hazards or overheating or any kind of problems like that. So really, it's just some minor maintenance to kind of put things back together after they've taken things apart to finish up some of the remodeling that they're doing. From a plumbing standpoint, I think the plumbing system looks really good. I'm not seeing any evidence of any water leaks or water damage. The water heater looks really good. I'm not seeing any evidence of any problems with that. The toilet in the hall bathroom is a little bit loose. But it looks like that's also something in conjunction with the remodel that they're doing. They had taken the flooring out in the bathroom, getting ready to put the new tile in. And so when that tile gets put into the bathroom, that toilet's going to have to be pulled and reseated anyway. So that's it's really not a big issue. I'm not seeing any evidence of any water damage or staining because of it. We've got a couple of tub stops that are taken out or missing, but the tubs look good and the fixtures look good. The kitchen faucet is a little bit loose. I'm going to recommend that be secured as well. But again, I'm not seeing any evidence of any water damage or leaks, so I'm very, very pleased with that. As far as the interior finishes go, I know that the house pretty much is halfway retiled. That's pretty obvious that needs to be finished up. And then, we're missing the base moldings around the bottom of the floor, which is also, part of that remodel. But I'm not seeing any big dings in the walls or anything like that. All of the windows operated properly. I'm not finding any evidence of any broken glass, broken windows. The doors are here. The door hardware is here. Obviously, we're missing some door stoppers and minor hardware like that. But really, the stuff that I'm seeing is also kind of in conjunction with the interior remodel that just need to be finished up. There's nothing jumping out at me that's a big issue. We've got some screens that have been taken off of the windows and things like that. As far as the heating and air conditioning system goes, we've got a heat pump in the house, which is going to provide both your heating and your cooling for the house. A heat pump is basically an air conditioning system that runs backwards, so it's going to provide heating and cooling for the house. That system ran just the way that I expected it to run. I am going to recommend that it be serviced. I'm going to recommend that the filter be changed, but I'm not seeing any significant problems with the way that system is operating, so I'm very happy with that. As far as the appliances go, all the appliances look really good. I tested out the waste disposer and the microwave and the refrigerator and washer and dryer and the range. The range needs an anti-tick device installed on it. Pretty straightforward, easy kind of fix, but it is a safety device for the range. Kitchen looks good. Kitchen cabinets look good. So really, all in all, the house is. I'm really pleased with what I'm seeing with the house. There's a number of repair items, and there's a number of things that just need to be finished up with the remodel. And there's only really just a couple of bigger ticket items, and probably the biggest thing that I'm seeing is really that roof leak that needs to be addressed. So if you guys have any questions after you get the report or at any time, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to go over any questions that you have. So thanks, and you guys have a great day.